Good morning, everyone. Not necessarily the morning we were expecting. Woke up early, expecting to come here to Animal Kingdom early, but then I got hit with a big problem. I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on with my external hard drive, but when I peeked in there, I saw that none of the files that I transferred last night were there, and also that New Year's Eve and New Year's Day are missing. And if those are gone, I may or may not have lost them forever, which it's absolutely devastating to me because we had so much fun those days, and I really hope that there's something I could do. I'll have to try to figure it out once I get back to our temporary housing location, but it wasn't necessarily the morning that we were expecting. But I'm not gonna let that stop me from enjoying my day. We're here at Animal Kingdom. It's actually quite a busy day. I mean, the wait times are actually pretty high. I have no idea where my parents went. They literally just vanished from existence. I saw them in front of us, and then we kept on walking. I turned on the camera, started recording, I looked up, gone. All right, so step one, find my parents. I have no idea where they went. Then we'll enjoy our day. We can't hop on any ride. The wait times are kind of high, and our reservation for Tiffins is in just over an hour, like an hour and 10, an hour 20 minutes. Is that one of the cavalcades? I have no idea how to get to places. Okay, I'm gonna go find my parents, figure stuff out. We're gonna enjoy today. I think the thing that we're gonna do first is the Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail. No wait time there, just walk, see a lot of awesome animals. Alejandro just brought up a point. I guess if I did find out how to fix it, and I did find New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, then you don't have to worry about it because you guys already saw the day. So don't worry about it if you saw it. If you didn't see it, then that entire rant was for something, and yeah, I lost. But you guys will know before I do, technically speaking. Like, all right, anyway, let's enjoy our day at Animal Kingdom. Let's just push that aside and let's enjoy our day at Animal Kingdom. I guess this will be like the 200th time I say it, but I will continue saying it. Cavalcades are far better than regular parades. They should keep it at all 4 parks, including Magic Kingdom. I absolutely love it. Just a little bit of extra magic that just comes. If you're just walking around here at Animal Kingdom, you have the boats passing by. There'll be characters on it. You could have the Discovery Island drummer. They're just passing by playing music. It's extra magic, and I absolutely love it. Now we are heading to the Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail. We weren't able to do that last time that we were here. We literally arrived like 10-15 minutes after it closed, so now we're gonna do it. But first, real quick, coffee break. I'm telling you, sometimes that Disney magic isn't enough. You need a little something harder. Alright guys, although it's not on the menu right now, they still have that toasted white chocolate mocha. I love this coffee. I mean, this is one of the best coffees I've ever had in my life. It's really good. It's really good. I don't know what it is about it. There's an amazing taste to it. I am dead confident that those sprinkles are flavored with peppermint, which gives it that like nice little minty taste. It has to be. But it's really good. Alright, after a much needed amazing coffee at Starbucks, now it's time to check out the Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail, which out of Gorilla Falls and the Maharaja Jungle Trek, this one's my favorite, mainly because of that section where all the reptiles are. They have like a huge selection. There are a bunch of snakes and lizards and things like that, and I absolutely love that. So let's go check it out. Guys, I absolutely love doing these exploration trails because I'm a huge animal fan. I love seeing their animals and like habitats. and seeing their natural instincts kick in, and seeing how they act and all that. It's absolutely fascinating. I've always been a huge fan of animals, always. But out of all the animals that there are in the animal kingdom, which are a bunch of fascinating ones, none as fascinating as the great apes that there are. It's absolutely amazing. Chimpanzees, gorillas, orangutans, they act just like humans, and it's incredible. So us humans and great apes, I know that we're closely related to chimpanzees. It's like our DNA, we share what, 90-something% with the great apes. It's incredible to see how their natural instincts are kind of similar to ours. The way that you saw the gorilla eating, sitting, grabbing things, like pulling things apart with their teeth. It looks like a human doing it, and it's absolutely incredible. I love seeing it, and I will always be a fan of Animal Kingdom because of that. Because it's not just the rides here that are fascinating. No, it's these trails where you can see all of these amazing animals and how they are. It's amazing. But with that being said, now it is time to eat at Tiffins. This is the first time. Hey, yesterday we arrived just in time. Today we're on time as well. This is awesome. I mean, 2 days in a row arriving to a reservation on time. I don't even recognize me right now. It's impressive. I'm in love with this restaurant. It's really cool because our server, he sat us down and then he started explaining. You have a bunch of awesome paintings of the trips that the Imagineers took to Africa when they were thinking about designing the Africa section here at Animal Kingdom. They actually went to Africa and they started doing a bunch of things, and they brought back so many things. He was saying that all of the things there, right, in drop boxes, those are actual artifacts from Africa that they brought back. And then those pictures are either pictures of here in Animal Kingdom or pictures of actual African places. This is absolutely amazing. And I love to see it because I love to see the origins of the parks and the history of it, and see all of this. It's literally eating right in front of historical pieces and the inspiration that the Imagineers got for Animal Kingdom. It's amazing. Alright guys, the appetizers came out and also the bread service. I gotta say, it was interesting because the bread had a taste of pomegranate, and then what they bring with it is olive oil and molasses. So the free bread service, complimentary bread service, not the one that you pay, the complimentary one that they bring, it's like a pomegranate bread, and then it brings olive oil and molasses. Interesting flavors. I actually really liked it because you got the taste of the pomegranate, then the sweetness of the molasses in there, a little bit of saltiness. It's actually pretty good. But now I really want to try it. The octopus. The octopus looked amazing. It sounds really good. I got some of that romesco sauce in there. Let's give it a try. So far, first taste really good, but now I want to go with like everything. All right, got some of that squid ink aioli, the romesco sauce, and that olive tapenade, I think it was, in there. Let's give it a try. Alright guys, the octopus is really good. The octopus itself, super soft and tender. You barely have to chew, and the flavors that you get from it. Now the way to go is mixing that romesco sauce, which honestly I have no idea what it is. Mixing that sauce with the squid ink aioli, getting both of those flavors in there. It's absolutely amazing. But now the second appetizer that we got, it's a daily special. It is the charcuterie board. Now it has 3 different meats and 2 different cheeses, including a cheese that my dad absolutely loved from California Grill's charcuterie, the cheese board. So I'm super excited. I'm gonna split this up. First I'm gonna eat the meats, then I'm gonna eat the cheeses. I'm excited for this. First meat that I'm gonna try is the calabrese. Looks like a salami. Let's give it a try. Now the calabrese, I said that it looked like a salami. It actually tastes more like a chorizo. Got a bit of a spice in there. It's actually really good. Now the flavor starts to kick. At first when you're eating it, it doesn't taste like much. The flavor comes after. That's so weird. Like the flavor's starting to build up more and more right now. It's interesting. Spice, absolutely amazing. Flavor is great. It's pretty good. Now I want to try the venison sausage, you said, Ali? Alrighty then. I don't necessarily know how to explain it. It's interesting. It's not the best meat that I've ever had. I'll tell you that. Now the third meat that there is the tasso ham. I've had this before. I had it in California Grill, and I didn't like it. So let's see if this one's any different. Man, the tasso ham is not as bad as I remembered. Kind of reminds me of a regular deli meat that you could find at a supermarket.
If I had to pick, alright, the calabrese is the best one by far. Second place for me, I would put the tasso ham, and then third place the venison sausage. I don't know what it was about it. Just caught me off guard a little bit, and I don't know, it's a little iffy. But the calabrese, really good. Now I want to try the two different cheeses. Which is the one that you gave me first? First cheese that I'm going for is Midnight Moon. It is a ivory coated goat cheese. That's what you said? Ivory coated goat cheese. Don't know what what that's about, but let's give it a try. So the Midnight Moon, it's a stronger cheese. It's stronger goat cheese than I'm used to. It caught me off guard, but the flavor itself is actually really good. After like that first initial punch hits you, flavor is actually really good. Great goat cheese taste to it. Now I want to try, what was it called? The Purple Haze, right? My dad had it in California Grill. Absolutely amazing. His reaction shows me that I'm guessing it tastes about the same as the one from California Grill. Oh my god. Alright. This is how I'm going to explain the Purple Haze. It has the consistency and the feel of cream cheese, but the taste of goat cheese. It's interesting. It really is. The spreadability. It literally feels like you pick it up with a knife, and it feels like cream cheese when you put it in your mouth. But then you get that taste of goat cheese in there. Not strong at all, but it's an absolutely amazing cheese. It really is. It's amazing. Alright guys, for my main entree, I went with the surf and turf. We asked the server what he recommends. He gave us 3 recommendations. There's 6 main entrees, 3 of them, right? That's half. Didn't mention the short rib, so I'm like, maybe that's a sign. But I went with the surf and turf. It's beef tenderloin with 3 enormous scallops. I'm gonna try the beef tenderloin first, then I'm gonna jump towards the scallops. Let's see how it goes. Oh, super tender though. Just slides right through. Perfect medium rare. Alright guys, so I went ahead, tried everything, kept on eating, just to get a better idea of how to explain this. Alright, the beef tenderloin itself, super tender, cooked perfectly, but it is a bit flavorless. I don't know, I guess they didn't season it that much, but there is there's a savior on the plate for the beef. It's the date vinaigrette that comes with it. It's super sweet. So you cut into the beef, you put some of that vinaigrette in it, and the flavor, it's sweet, then you get that beef taste, a tiny little bit of that beef taste in there. Really good. I actually really like that. But the best thing on this plate are the scallops. The scallops are amazing. Beautifully seasoned. Amazing flavor and super tender, cooked perfectly. They got an amazing color to them. This has impressed me. It really has, really good. And the scallops aren't small either, they're huge. So really good. Oh, also the potato, what is it? The potato pave? It's potato pave, kind of like a potato gratin, right? It's thinly sliced potato. Then they put butter and cheese in between, and the flavors that you get from it, amazing. Basically like a potato gratin. It's spectacular. So far, it's impressed me. It really has. Alright guys, so on top of the great service, awesome atmosphere, and the great food, they give you a little like memento to keep. Look at this. This is a copy of a drawing of Joe Road himself from his trip to Nepal, and then in the back his journal entry explaining what it is. This is absolutely amazing. Just look at that. Wow. It is awesome. So our server just brought us another one. These are so cool, man. I'm telling you, I'm a huge fan of like the history, and especially Disney history and the stories of the Imagineers and everything that they experienced in order to bring us the magic and make sure that everything is detailed. Joe Road, man, the guy's a legend, right? He went all over the places in Africa and Asia to make sure that he got the most authentic experience and make sure that he brought back so much in order to make Animal Kingdom as detailed and authentic as possible. And so seeing these things, right, his drawings from his trips to Asia, is awesome. It's really awesome, man. Alright guys, so Tiffins, I am in love with that restaurant. It is an absolutely amazing place to eat at. Not just because the food was amazing and the service was spectacular, but the atmosphere. So manager saw me looking at all the displays that are all around the restaurant. There's so much to look at, and so many little details, so many artifacts, drawings, all over the place. Trust me on what I'm telling you. Take the time to examine the restaurant, walk around, look at everything, because it is absolutely amazing. So the manager approached me,
and he started saying that the restaurant itself is an homage to all the Imagineers and their journeys that they went through in Africa and Asia in order to build Animal Kingdom. And oh my god, I absolutely love it. Alright, Joe Rohde is one of my all-time favorite Imagineers, mainly because of the Imagineering story, and now after seeing this, I like him even more. It's absolutely amazing to see it. I mean, I'm in love with this restaurant. I could spend the entire day in that restaurant just looking at the paintings and everything. He was showing me that once you enter the restaurant, there's a huge wood carving of the world with animals and castles and buildings all over the place. And he was telling me that it's made by the same family that made the totem poles in the same restaurant. And those two things, along with the baobab trees from Africa, was the inspiration for the Tree of Life. It's all these little details that you pick up. It's amazing. I'm in love with that restaurant. I really am. Now the food itself, right? The octopus, spectacular. Charcuterie board was really good as well. And the surf and turf. Those were some of the best scallops I've ever had in my life. I'm still trying to think. I don't know if they're the best scallops I've ever had. I'm still trying to think whether these were better than the ones that I had in Palo. I'm not 100% sure. They could potentially be the best scallops I've ever had in my life. Beef tenderloin, not seasoned enough, but when you mix it with that date vinaigrette, it gave it that nice sweetness and amazing taste to it. It was a great restaurant, and I definitely want to be back just to see more of the things that there are in there, because oh man, I'm in love. I'm really in love with that restaurant. And the atmosphere for me now is one of the best. Just trust me when I'm telling you, if you come to Tiffins, take the time to examine everything, because there's just so much to look at, and it's amazing. And also, just like magic, after we got out of the restaurant, the wait times for the parks have actually gone down. I mean, right now Everest is at 30 minutes, which is awesome, but we are first heading to Kilimanjaro Safaris. We're gonna ride that. It's at a 20-minute wait. It used to be at like 60, 65. So seeing it at 20, that's awesome. We're gonna ride that, then head to Everest. Because if we ride Everest right now, whew, there's gonna be scallops all over Asia. So I think what's going on right now, I'm starting to see a pattern. When park hopping came back, I think a lot of people, what they're doing is they're getting park reservations for Animal Kingdom, since it's the park that closes the earliest. Come early in the morning, get it done, and then park hop to another park at 2 p.m. So I think that is why we're seeing a huge reduction in wait times and crowd levels. So that benefits us. Now let's head off to Kilimanjaro Safari, then Everest, then we'll see what the day has in store. Maybe we park up to another park, maybe we stay here for a little bit. We'll see what happens.
Asante sana for your visit. Good luck. Forest, where usually animals are very good at, like a giraffe, helps them reach into trees for leaves and things. On the left, some tan, about 6 feet high. The orange animal up there with horns, the water distance, they can hold their breath up to 8 minutes at a time underwater. They are more successful hunters than hyenas and lions. Medal on the right there again. I saw a black rhino before. This guy is a white rhino, a little bit different. Lions are usually resting like this about 16 to 20 hours a day.
I absolutely love Kilimanjaro Safari. It's one of my favorite rides in all of Walt Disney World property, mainly because you get to see a lot of awesome wild animals, and every single time that you ride, you're gonna get a different experience. Why? Because they are wild animals. Like how they say in the ride, you know, they're wild animals and they do whatever they want, whenever they want. And they will act differently and be in different places of the safari, depending on the time of day and what they're doing, how hot it is, how cold it is. Every single time that you ride, you're always going to have a different experience. So it's a ride that you can ride over and over and over and over again and always have a unique experience. That's what I love about it. Alright, but now we are heading off to Asia. We're gonna make the very long walk all the way to Asia so we can ride Expedition Everest. It's at a 30-minute wait. That's the lowest I've seen it so far this vacation, and I'm here for it. So we're going over there right now. I think today's gonna be a good day. So far we've had a good lunch. We've been able to do a couple things here in Animal Kingdom. I'm excited. With the beautiful screams of Everest. Well, it starts out here. It says, did it go down to 15? How did I start recording? We're recording. Yes, for your YouTube channel apparently. Start counting.
Well, I mean, it could work. Start recording the time.
Okay. 15? 15? You want to go again? 15. I love that ride so much. Now, there's something that that Disney's been implementing a lot in rides with a ride picture. It's that automatic linking to your Magic Band. Now, me personally, I love the idea. I think that it's a great idea. I think that if Disney can get it right, it's gonna be awesome because you just walk, you ride the ride, walk out, and you have your picture. Now, with that being said, how it is right now, it's a disaster. All right, it's very unstable. Sometimes you get your pictures, other times you don't get your pictures, other times you get other people's pictures. It's crazy. So if Disney can somehow, you know, perfect that system, it's gonna be absolutely awesome. Now guys, we are gonna head off to Epcot. We want to do all the shows that we weren't able to do yesterday, so we're gonna watch Canada Far and Wide, maybe Beauty and the Beast sing-along, or Impressions de France, whichever one is there, and then the Reflections of China. And then after that, we'll see how much time is left. Maybe we hop over to Hollywood Studios for a little bit, see what we could do there. Rock and Roller Coaster finally opened. I mean, I was starting to get scared the more days that it went on. It took 6 days into the new year in order for Rock and Roller Coaster to finally open. So that was just scary. But it is open now, and maybe if we head over there, I ride it. Kangaroo! Now, I don't know if this will be, but at least in terms of our plans, this will be the last time that we were in Animal Kingdom. So, you know, it was a fun day. We were able to do the Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail. We did Kilimanjaro Safari. We hopped on Everest, and we say goodbye with the tree still up. So, it sucks to say that it's the last time because we're about to leave. But we'll be back soon. We will. So the other time that I park hopped, I walked to Hollywood Studios from Epcot and then back to Epcot. I didn't take the bus, but right here in front of the bus, they did have a sign that states that you must have a park reservation, right, for the day, and you have to have gone to the park already. Then you also need to have a ticket that has a park hopping option available, and they're gonna scan it before you get on the bus. Now we're gonna test this out right now, and you see they're gonna scan it right here, right next to the bus stop. Thank you. Guys, I am super excited for the Festival of the Arts. I've only gone one time, and we really didn't do much. So if I could get some awesome, you know, pictures and content and just be able to enjoy it, that would be super awesome. Also, glass pylon. So my indicator for to determine whether or not Epcot is full or not, it will always be Spaceship Earth. Spaceship Earth right now is a walk-on. So I'm super excited for that. And since it is basically a walk-on, I'm gonna do Spaceship Earth before doing all those shows in World Showcase. Since I did record it literally yesterday, I'm not gonna record it this time. I'm just gonna turn off the camera and just take it all in, you know? I love Spaceship Earth so much, and I know that right now the plan for the remodeled and renovated Spaceship Earth is canceled, but postponed technically. But I know that at any time, you know, especially when Disney starts to reopen more and more and they start getting more revenue, they're going to start looking into proceeding with that renovation. And so I just ride Spaceship Earth every time, knowing that, hey, this could potentially be the last time that I ride Spaceship Earth. So I don't know, it's a horrible mentality to keep. It's like, okay, this is the last time, oh, this is the last time. But I don't know, it feels like I enjoy it more knowing that, you know, this could potentially be the last time. Well guys, if you have any doubt whatsoever that Figment is indeed the icon of Epcot, yeah, there's absolutely no doubt in our minds that Figment is indeed the symbol here of Epcot. Always has been and definitely always will be. This is our figment of our imagination, and Epcot was based on that foundation of a future, a brighter future, and an experimental prototype community of tomorrow. So yeah, Figment will definitely always be the symbol of Epcot. Now, how do I feel about Journey into Imagination? That may be an unpopular Disney opinion, but yeah, it's not my favorite. We'll leave it at that. Now, another really cool thing is I really love to see how all of the things for the Festival of the Arts is coming together. So for example, in the construction walls, they actually have all of these butterfly wings so that you can take pictures. They're already setting up the section here for the chalk art that they do in the side. I'm super excited about that. And there's a lot to look forward to in 2 days, actually. 2 days is the first day of the Festival of the Arts. I do have a park reservation for Epcot. I'm super excited to come. They're actually already doing some of the chalk art. We're gonna take a look at the ones that are already here. The preparations for the Festival of the Arts are in like full throttle, maximum overdrive. I'm super excited.
Yeah, and it tells you if you stand next to something, a table or something, it looks like you're
Ojalá eso no lo quiten cuando venga Shin el otro día. Shin le va a fascinar.
This is amazing, guys. Okay, I'm super excited for the Festival of the Arts. 2 more days and this is the full Festival of the Arts. This is just the preparation, so I'm super excited. I wonder if they're gonna do the paint by color, which I would absolutely love to do. I've always seen people do it. I don't think they're gonna do it, but I really hope that they do because that looks like so much fun. This is awesome. Guys, I don't know if you're seeing this. I have no idea what's going on, but they're just a bunch of flashing lights coming from Italy. Maybe they're testing the lights for Harmonious? It's not happening in any other country, it's just Italy. I'm so confused. Alright guys, now before we do go watch some of the shows in World Showcase, we decided to get a donut stop here at Joffrey's. The donuts here are absolutely huge. And we saw that they added a new Boston cream giant donut. Here's half. This is my face. It's the size of my face. It is enormous. Definitely worth it. Let's give it a try.
This is too much for me.
Oh, if you're a fan of Boston cream, you're gonna love this one. It's so good. I mean, just look at that. Look at how much cream it has in it. I love the donuts from Joffrey's. It's one of the best snacks you're gonna find on property. It's amazing. All right, after those weird flashing lights, right, and after we had our donut, we kind of just sat at a table. I started looking at the menu of the booths that are coming to the Festival of the Arts in the next upcoming days. We're actually coming the first day. We're gonna eat a bunch of snacks here, and I'm gonna need to purchase about 3 new stomachs before then because there's just way too much amazing sounding food that I need to give a try. I mean, and everything looks absolutely beautiful. I mean, it's the Festival of the Arts, so I would assume that all the plates and all the food items are going to be presented in an artistic fashion. So I'm super excited about it. There are a lot of awesome sounding food items that I think I'm gonna absolutely love. I'm super excited. But now we are heading off to China. We are going to watch Reflections of China for the first time ever. I've never seen it in my life. I'm going to watch Reflections of China, hopefully make it to Canada, watch Canada Far Wide. Then hopefully after that, be able to catch Impressions of France or the Beauty and the Beast sing-along. It's whichever one. I hope we have time to do all 3. We do have a dining reservation at Topolino's Terrace in Riviera in about 2 hours. The good part is that we could actually catch the Skyliner from Epcot to Riviera, and before we even make it to Caribbean Beach, which is like the hub, the first stop is actually the Riviera. So we have a direct line to the Riviera. Alright guys, another show crossed off my list. I'm missing 2 more here. World Showcase. At least I think it's only 2 more. Now we are heading to Canada to watch Canada Far and Wide. And then hopefully, I think there's enough time. I think there's enough time to also watch the Impressions de France or the Beauty and the Beast sing-along. I don't know, it's weird because there are times where you show up, it says Beauty and the Beast sing-along. And there are other times where you show up and it says Impressions de France. So I don't know if there's a certain time they cut it off and then start with Impressions de France, or if it's that they like alternate shows. But regardless of it, whichever one is there, we're gonna watch it. You see what happened? Look at this, man. I love Florida sunsets so much. They're absolutely beautiful. Guys, we're in the way. Alright, just one more show left, and that is actually where we're heading to right now. We have enough time to watch it, so we're gonna be able to do them all.
Oh yeah, birthday girl dancer. Oh yeah.
Alright guys, technically speaking there's still one more show that we need to watch, the Beauty and the Beast sing-along. Now I had to ask a cast member how it works. So she told me that from park opening to 6 or 6:30 it's Beauty and the Beast sing-along, and then after that from 6:30 to park close it's Impressions de France. I gotta come back, I gotta watch that one, but that's it. After that I don't think there's any other show that I haven't seen. So yes. Now, the rankings of the 3 here in World Showcase, it's hard to pick between the Reflections of China and Canada Far and Wide. But Impressions de France was a unique show. Yeah, I wasn't the biggest fan of Impressions de France, but I actually did like the Reflections of China and Canada Far and Wide. It was intriguing. So now we are heading off to the Riviera Resort. I'm excited for Topolino stairs. I've heard great things about it. Now, I don't want another disappointment, so I'm going to be cautiously optimistic now. From here on out, I'm just going to be cautiously optimistic of the restaurants that we're going to. I don't want to be brutally disappointed anymore, because I had super high hopes for Il Mulino, and we just had a really bad experience. So, I think that we're going to enjoy Topolino Stairs today. I think it's going to be a good restaurant. I think we're going to have good food, but I'm still going to be cautiously optimistic. Guys, look at this biggest pavilion. I don't understand what is left to be done. It looks complete. Look, there's the sign of Gusteau. That's Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. I don't know what is left to be constructed. The gondolas approaching Riviera with Living with the Land music.
Oh, okay.
I absolutely love this Skyliner station. It is stunning. I mean, wow, there are rooms here actually. Wow, there are rooms here in this building. I just saw a thing there that said rooms 8 whatever. Wow. So you could sleep right there and get out. You're in the gondolas already in Epcot, man. That's awesome. Wow. Alright guys, we're in. This restaurant is beautiful, by the way. I mean, everything about the Riviera is absolutely beautiful. I mean, it's a shame we haven't been able to come here before, because it's absolutely beautiful. Now, looking at the menu, I don't know if we're interested in any appetizers. None of the appetizers really, you know, catch my attention really.
But I have been looking at that filet mignon for a long time. The Magic Dads, right? They're one of the channels that I absolutely trust when it comes to food. They said the filet mignon here is the best on Walt Disney World property, so I gotta give it a try. Obviously, filet mignon is my favorite cut of steak, and so someone says, hey, this is the best one, obviously I gotta go for it. Maybe gnocchi, I don't know. The appetizers don't really call my attention at all, but I do really want that filet mignon. Alright guys, so appetizers are here. I have it right in front of me, so I'm gonna go with the gnocchi first. Looks good. Let's get a little bit of everything. Let's give it a try. Oh. Okay. Alright guys, the gnocchi is really good. It's super nice and creamy. Then you get that taste of the duck confit in there. Oh my god, this is amazing. And then the bread. Okay, so the bread, it comes in like these super cool things. I already pulled it apart, but it was like, I don't know how to explain. Oh, perfect, there's another one. You see, it looks like this. This point, you pull and it rips it off. It's really good. And it comes with an olive oil. That is one of the best olive oils we've ever tried in our lives. My dad loves olive oil, all right? He's from Spain, right? From Sevilla. Andalusia is the leading producer of olive oil in Spain, and in the world. He's very proud of that fact. But this olive oil is French, and even he's like, this is one of the best I've ever had in my life. So you know it's good. All right, guys, I gotta say, look, that gnocchi was amazing. It really was. That impressed me. I was a bit skeptical at first, beyond impressed. Now I'm gonna dive in there and steal some olives. Yeah, there are 3 different types of olives. I went for the most vibrant green one that there was. Let's give it a try. Yeah, that one was good. Let's go for the duller green one. This one's harder. It felt harder. Check it out. Duller green. These right here are the best ones in my opinion. Spectacular. A great taste to them. They're marinated in something. There's like lemon zest all over the place, and you get sometimes that taste of lemon. Oh my god, this is amazing. So far, beyond impressed with Topolino's Terrace. This is amazing. Alright guys, so the entrees have come out. I went with the filet mignon. Super tender. My god. I don't even need to use the knife. Let's give it a try. Alright guys, so I devoured this filet mignon. It is absolutely amazing. The flavor in the steak itself is almost unparalleled. I'm still trying to decide whether this one could potentially beat the filet mignon from Bull and Bear. It's hard, but you know, I've been thinking about this a lot. Which one is the best filet mignon on Walt Disney World property? Now, if you're talking about the steak alone, right now it's either this one or Bull and Bear. Those two are like this right now. I really don't know which one is better at the moment. But if you're talking about the overall dish, the filet mignon from Le Cellier is the best one. Why? Because of that mushroom risotto. It was one of the best things I've ever had in my life. It was spectacular. And I'm not even a fan of mushrooms. That mushroom risotto was amazing. Mixed with the filet mignon, that created one of the best dishes I've ever had in my life. Now the steak itself, the filet mignon from Le Cellier is up there. It really is. But it's not better than Bull and Bear, and it's not better than this one. It is better than Shula's though, by a little bit. So it depends on what you're looking for. If you're just looking for the steak alone, either Bull and Bear or this one here in Topolino's Terrace. If you want the best overall dish, the one in Le Cellier. And I think I could say that now. I don't think I'm gonna eat filet mignon in any other restaurant that we're going to, so that's my final, those are my final rankings. So in terms of overall dish, Le Cellier, right now, Bull and Bear, Topolino's Terrace, and then Shula Steakhouse, number 4, and then number 5, maybe the one from Jico. I'll still have to think about it. But yeah, those are my top 4 for sure. Oh, and one more thing, guys. The mashed potato here is one of the best mashed potatoes I've ever had in my life. It is up there. All right, guys. So for dessert, we went with the berries of the forest. Is that what it's called? Oh, fruits of the forest. It looks really pretty. I mean, that's one of the most beautiful desserts I've ever seen in my life. Got it here. Let's give it a try. Alright guys, it's actually a pretty good dessert. Very fruity, a bit tart. because of the blackberries, I guess. It is a refreshing dessert. All the berries and the fruits and all of that, it makes it a very refreshing dessert. Would I order it again? Maybe not. No, it's something that I wouldn't go out of my way for. You know, it's all right, but it's not mind-blowing like everything else. But it is good. If you're looking for a lighter dessert, this is a good option.
Alright guys, let's talk about Topolino's Terrace. This absolutely amazing, spectacular dining experience today. And it's refreshing, you know, when you get hit with a really bad dining experience the night before, you get a really good one the next day. It's a nice change of pace. It got to a point where I called the manager just to say how amazing our dining experience was. The service was phenomenal. Our server Esteban, amazing. The food was spectacular as well. The filet mignon that I had could potentially be the best filet mignon I've ever had in my life. Still competing with Bull and Bear. I'm still trying to decide which one was better on its own. Then the mashed potatoes themselves, one of the best mashed potatoes I've ever had in my life. Then I tried the veal. Then the veal was one of the best veals I've ever had in my life. Then I tried the potato gratin. The potato gratin ended up being better than the mashed potatoes that I had. It was something where you kept on eating and it got better and better and better and better. This dining experience was amazing. I had high expectations for Topolino's Terrace. This one, it exceeded it all by like 37 light years. Wow, it was amazing. It could get to a point where it could crack my top 5. That's impressive. All right, we'll see. I'll have to like get back to our temporary housing location and really break down all the dining experiences that we had, and then remake my top 10 list, because it's gonna be a huge, massive shift. It's gonna be awesome.
We don't tell you how much it costs.
Oh man guys, today was an incredible day. It was a magical day. You know, we did wake up a little early, and it started a little rough with the problem that I had with the SD card, and I really hope that you guys were able to see the 31st and the 1st. You know, that's New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. I really hope you guys were able to see it, because I had a lot of fun those days, and you know, I'll figure it out. I'll see what I could do, and I hope I did. But that's for later. Right now, you know, let's just talk about our day. Started our day off at Animal Kingdom, right? We showed up, we did the Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail. Then we had lunch at Tiffins. Now, Tiffins is a restaurant that you fall in love with the atmosphere. The food was good, the service was good, but the atmosphere is absolutely outstanding. You are literally eating surrounded by Disney history, which is absolutely awesome. You look at all the pictures that they took in Africa or in Asia, wherever they went, in order to get inspiration for Animal Kingdom. You look at all the little things. You examine Joe Road's notebook, things and artifacts that they brought back from the countries that they visited. It really truly is something else, and I do honestly suggest eating at Tiffins and walking around just to see all the artifacts and pictures and paintings and drawings and all the little things that you can find around that restaurant, because it's absolutely amazing. Then we spent a little longer at Animal Kingdom. Then we headed off to Epcot, where we went to go see all the shows that we have yet to see. Now, although we are still missing Beauty and the Beast, we were able to knock out 3 of them in World Showcase: Canada Far and Wide, Reflections of China, and Impressions de France. So we were able to do those 3. We are still missing the Beauty and the Beast sing-along, but we'll get to that shortly. And then we headed off to the Riviera, which one is an absolutely stunning resort. And we ate at one of the best restaurants on Walt Disney World property, Topolino's Terrace. I could say that with confidence. It was an incredible experience. The food was outstanding. Everything that we had was absolutely amazing. The service was great. The atmosphere is amazing. It was trust me what I'm telling you. Look into Topolino's Terrace. It is It's an outstanding restaurant. You will not be disappointed, I can promise you that. That filet mignon could potentially be the best or the second best filet mignon I've ever had in my life. Better than the filet mignon at Shula Steakhouse. Better than the steak at Le Cellier. The overall dish, I do like Le Cellier's better. But the steak itself, that one was better than Le Cellier's. It was amazing. It really was. Now tomorrow, oh, of course, wait, what am I doing? I was trying to remember. Hey man, what do we have tomorrow? Well, tomorrow we're waking up early again because we have breakfast at the Wave, which is actually right around the lake here. I'm super excited. We're gonna take the boat early in the morning, head over to the Contemporary and eat at the Wave breakfast, which I have heard absolutely amazing things about. I have been eyeing that sweet potato pancake dish for a while. Everyone says it's amazing. I'm super excited about it. And I think they now have the bacon and eggs for breakfast. It used to be only for dinner, but it's like a poached egg, I think, or a soft-boiled egg with some pork belly. Everyone talks wonders about that. So if that's around, maybe some pancakes and pork belly. We'll see what happens. But it's gonna be a great day. Then we have Hollywood Studios. We're gonna head back to Hollywood Studios. Hopefully do Slinky Dog. We haven't been able to get on Slinky Dog Dash just yet. Hopefully we can do that tomorrow. We'll see what the afternoon has in store for us. And then we have a super late dinner at California Grill. It left such an impression the second time that we went. I mean, it's such a great restaurant. We went the first time, we were mind blown. Then we went the second time and it was even better than the first time. So we had Narcoossee's for tomorrow. And we're like, wait, let's see if there's a reservation for California Grill. You know, hey, you never know. Boom. We found one for $9.25. We're like, worth it. California Grill and Narcoossee's, huge, massive upgrade. Trust me when I'm telling you. California Grill is a far better restaurant than Narcoossee's. And so, California Grill Part 2, that's going to happen tomorrow. I'm super excited. Thank you for being part of the Disney family, and see you real soon.